Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game. It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game. Football is back, and SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games.
I don't expect a walkover tonight from Conaree. St. Paul's to walk over Conaree tonight.
As you talk about Conaree and a resilient team, there's a team, we call them the Silver Queens. They've been to the finals a total of 5 times, people. 5 times. 4 times coming runner-up. And on one of those occasions when they lost, St. Paul's was was a nemesis in their side.
Well, that's true. And the only time they have won the championship is against St. Paul's.
Yes.
And they have lost the championship, the finals,
4 times.
4 other teams. And would have been against
Keon, Village, and Newtown. 3 other teams. And St. Paul's makes 4. Yeah. So, I mean, there's no love lost. I mean, I know that there are at least 1 or 2 players who remember those instances, and tonight they will want to take revenge. People carry feelings for a very, very long time, especially when it comes to football.
But there's a team also that have won a lot of small cups, apart from the championship. They have won the FA Cup, they have won Easter Cup, and Carnival Cup.
Nobody remembers those little cups. For the moment you win it, yeah, you enjoy, you get some money, you celebrate. But I can carry you back 3 years ago and you can tell me who win the real cup. But you could never go back 3 years and tell me who wins the Carnival Cup. Nobody remembers those. You remember first for the big thing.
But they're very consistent team as far as reaching a final concerned. But as I said, as far as the big stage, something is lacking.
Well, in a few moments we'll see what they can come up with, because we're hearing now the music to bring the teams onto the field. They'll be coming from the west side. New COVID rules, 1 team at a time, giving ample space between each player, and they don't daps anymore. They just get on to the business at hand.
Elbow bumps are allowed?
Elbow bumps are allowed, yes. At the moment, especially, elbow bumps are allowed. Another point we want to make is that Conaree had a very good run coming just before the COVID-19, and their first match back, they lost to Jets 3-1.
Yes. The last against their former coach, Isaiah, who was for about
oh yes.
Even though that must be master against the mentor, because as him being a young coach, replacing Isaiah, coming up against Isaiah, it was really
that victory must have been sweet for him.
I think so.
And so we have Conaree and St. Paul's, a match that normally brings goals, at least 3 goals in the game. Let's hear how they will go, either 2-1, 3-1, or something like that. But it's almost game time now, so we turn you back to Master Control, and then we'll come back with live commentary.
Football is back, and SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages, and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
Yeah, okay. We were saying that we have a traditional 4-4-2 setup from Conaree. You see in Ella Lockley. And they will be looking to, after having lost one, St. Paul's was easy over horses. And the referee is just about ready now. The whistle goes at approximately 7:13. St. Paul's with the first ball, a long ball forward, too strong, too hard. And the ball goes touch pass. Tonight, as I said before, I have alongside Mr. Alexis. We know him as Alexis. He also carries the name Al, and they will help me along with the commentary tonight with this. As I go, goal. Line up. He's playing the 9 and playing the ball. Kim trying to flick on to Kitty. Francis gets a chance at goal. He's in the box. A number of players converge of him. Francis, the big rat. This is Monica. A good break by St. Paul's just now, Al. What?
Yes, St. Paul starting off in an aggressive mode. As usual, I expect from St. Paul, they're going to put pressure on Conaree very early in the game.
Kalanji picking up that one, going back to Kalanji, Kidi, trying for all their word. All the pressure to St. Paul's. So they first got a corner, now they have a throw in just about 10 yards on the flank. The throw comes in now. Kalanji. They call him Sizzler Kalanji, number 7 player. He's the playmaker for St. Paul's, trying to wheel his way and wiggle his way down the left flank. Doesn't get through. Ball comes off of him. Throw into Conaree. Significantly absent tonight is the man, Trizan Leader. Almost ready to hang up his boots. St. Paul's try to settle the ball. Kalanji goes back for help. Trying to find Tadjo Clark on the flank. But it's all St. Paul's for the moment. They're still in the Conaree half. Ball hasn't come out as yet. Ewell is trying his utmost. Ewell in control. Dribbles. Then sends the man forward. Down the right flank. There's another one in the box. He crosses now. A header. A diving header, but on other occasion, it looks as if he was offside or he handled the ball. Here comes St. Paul's, trying to build out of defense. Forward pass, Freeman, Kiddy, challenge. Sends Akimba forward. Akimba on the left flank, trying to get his man. Muscles the man off the ball. Akimba can shoot, waits for Kiddy, trying to find Kiddy. Kiddy's in the outside position. Akimba goes far and tries to swing, but the ball comes off the outside edge.
Squeezing off those. Go forward. Still nil-nil. Start at a very high pace, very high intensity game. The ball goes.
Oh, a little wrestling match here, a little tussle on the ground. See what the player got kicked. Travis Richards won quickly. The ground was the guilty party. Everybody back for St. Paul's. 11 players behind the ball. Conaree with a free kick, one man blocking. They've sent numbers forward, holding two. Here they come. Heads go up. Ewell is pushing it onto the goalkeeper. To the goalkeeper for St. Paul's. The goalkeeper. Generous guy indeed, humane guy. Helps Ewell to his feet. Keeper to Kalanji. Kalanji the playmaker. Goes to Clark. The captain. Last with a long ball. Looking for Freeman. Freeman is not there. That's my problem. Oops. Conaree is breaking. Conaree tries to go forward. Here they come, down the right flank. Conaree still in possession. Loses now. Petrez, Akimbo, muscled off the ball. Fights back for it and fouls in the process.
Referee decided it was using too much force and giving it a foul. So Conaree with a set piece just outside the box.
Yes, it was Dakari and Sylvester Keynes fighting for all they were, trying to break on the Pac St. Paul's defense. Akimba came back to help out, but on the whistle in the process. So Howe will take the free kick. Was him Howe. Ewell is asking for it on the far post. Howe shoots high. Keeper Jamal Jeffers takes it with ease.
Easy take there for the goalkeeper and a confident one in the game.
But Conaree wins the ball again. Here they come. Conaree. Strong tackle coming in. Number 17 player. The referee is not happy. Gives St. Paul's a free kick. St. Paul's come forward. Trying to spring a long ball forward. One of their trademark plays.
Yes, Al. I want to say good night to all my radio listeners, my viewers, people streaming live. Interesting match at Warner Park, Conaree versus St. Paul's. 0-0 so far. What?
You didn't have time to lay your chips where they were. As I asked you, who do you think would take this game? And you couldn't give me an answer. Would win this game, you didn't give me an answer.
Well, I was spot on. I say St. Paul's 3-0. I was saying St. Paul's 3-0.
Man has come out boldly and said he's with St. Paul's.
3-0.
Calling the score 3-0. Alright. I'll stay neutral.
It's a neutral.
I'll take a 1-1 draw. Here is Conaree. The normal big Joe coming from the man Big Rat, Jazzel Francis. But you've seen him now. Ball comes in, and near post, heads go up. St. Paul's winning the head, but only pushing as far as the touchline for a corner to Conaree.
5 yellow shirts inside the box and 2 just outside. And we'll be attacking this ball.
And miss clearance, but only as far as the Conaree player. Number 47 in Warner. Ball's cleared. Number 55 Mills takes over. finally makes up his mind. It's Francis. Goes to the wide right. Phipps gets a free cross. Petrez heads away. Howe picks up. Goes into number 90. That's Phipps. Cross. Only as far as the St. Paul's player. Who goes long, far left. Screening on the flank is a Kimber. A bit of difficulty in controlling it. Does so now, but the ball goes into touch. Kimber Lawrence. Fighting. This is Mills with the ball. Going upfield. Only as far as Tadjik Clark.
What's all, I think both teams are still trying to find the style of pattern of play. Remember, they're still searching. If the Conaree trying to search with a long ball, switching the point of directions from left to right. After St. Paul trying to play the long ball from the back to the front to Freeman and Lawrence. So both teams are still trying to find the way into the game as about 10 minutes gone so far.
It is clear what St. Paul is trying to do. They have two tall, speedy men up front that tend to interchange the 9 and 10 positions. And a typical play for them is to free Kitty, and the players fill and support Kitty. Keith Freeman. If he is coming, making a break on the left side, Ewell. Ewell crosses, head, Petrez, back to Ewell on the left flank. Trying to beat a man. Shifts, then a second cross. Heads go up. Only St. Paul's heads. Speeding out there is Freeman. Going back to the field, he goes back for help. Finds Clark. Clark comes on inside to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to find Kalanji. Not available. Here we have Freeman speed for the first time for the night. He goes across the field and finds the number 10 player. Making a mess of that one. St. Paul's a good chance. Filling out to nothing. Here is Kalanji trying to go forward. Blocked by Conaree. Petrez pushes it forward. Heads go up. Freeman.
We got it. Let's see.
It was a Kimber who made a mess of it. Looking for a non-existent right winger rather than trying to attack the ball.
Interesting game so far. What? I mean, the game I picked up a bit. I mean,
very interesting game indeed. It's Conaree with another free kick. This time on the opposite side.
It's been a 2 free kick for so far in the game.
The referee is trying to make sure that the players are back enough. Yeah.
Yes.
St. Paul's with a wall, about 3 men inside that wall.
Pulled out his tape. Now he's happy. Richards. Pass play. Ewell. Chips it. Low hard. Straight to Jamal Jeffers. No problem for one of the top rank keepers in St. Kitts. Drop kick upfield. Cleared by Conaree. Ewell. Trying to beat the man. Doesn't do so. Lange picks it up, goes forward, trying to find Freeman. Then goes into Mills. Mills stabs it. Only as far as not picking up, it looks like Jefferson finds Freeman. Freeman shoots at goal. Conaree clears, not very far. Eventually, sends it downfield. It looks like Kane in a bit of trouble, but on his way out. Wiggle his way out. Play is down. Mills is down. Yeah, it was Keynes. Had to put out the ball because Mills is down. Two front runners for Conaree, the Carrier Phipps and Sylvester Keynes. Warner is playing the far side.
Left side.
Left flank.
The jump on the right side.
players choosing an opportunity to have a little meeting, St. Paul's. Conaree, on the other hand, only in small groups. The meeting is over. Everybody agrees. So that's the plan. We're going to beat these guys tonight. The physio for Conaree, as well as the Red Cross. Giving some attention to the man Mills. In goal, very interesting feature in goal tonight, Alistair.
Yes.
In the person of Dantre, we know as Dantre O'Loughlin. Dantre O'Loughlin.
Originally from Conaree or Kean? Kean.
All the O'Loughlins migrated to Conaree. Family connection.
Okay.
I think Errol O'Loughlin started out his career in Kean.
I remember.
And then when Kean playing according to the fair play rules, giving the ball back to Conaree. Mitchum. Here is Jefferson trying to find Freeman. Freeman's on the left flank. Freeman is favoring his left foot. Goes back for help. Finds Clark it is. Clark under pressure. Gives it up to Kalanji. Kalanji to Freeman. Freeman to Kalanji. Kalanji back to Jefferson. Trying to free the man down the flank. Doesn't happen. Big kick upfield. It up, goes forward again. 1-2 pass. Sets in Akimbo. Akimbo gets the ball and slams it goalwards. The keeper blocks. He must be in some trouble.
Great 1-2 pass in there by Kimbo, Kalanji, and Freeman. Freeman releasing Kimbo with a nice pass behind the defender's back. Well saved by the goalkeeper, O'Loughlin, for corner Watts.
I'm black.
And forgive us when we say Kalanji. Kalanji is also Clark. We have a number of Clarks.
I need to fit the internet.
So we probably have
three Clarks in the field. Tajo, Malik.
It might be a Malik Clark. He might be on the bench. No, Malik Clark is number 70. So
three Clarks.
Very typical of St. Paul's.
Leaders, the Clarks.
Leaders and Clark.
Of Francis.
And Francis. So we have Kalanji Clark, Malik Clark, and Tajo Clark. So we'll try to differentiate them by calling them by their first name. Malik, Tajo, and Kalanji. Javon leader, Tristan leader, and Jackie leader. Leaders and Clarks. But we start. Throwing to St. Paul's, crossed by Jefferson, clearance by Conaree. Ewell, we do the cleaning up. Ewell, still with it, big clearance down the right flank. Petros is there, Petros will shadow it outside.
Also substitution being made, with Mitchum is out. And number 29 is in for Conaree.
Number 55, Mitchum or Mills, which is?
Mills, my correction.
Interception. One and lost by Conaree. One again by Conaree. Ewell trying to send a man forward. Speeding down the flank. But Jamal Jefferson is reading the play. He's out. Kicks it out for safety. And apologizes to make sure he gets back right into the goal. The man is asking for the ball. Loses out to Petres. Rashid Hodge cleans up for St. Paul's. Goes as far as Tahir Jefferson. Ewell picks it off. Ewell goes to the ground. Referee's not impressed. Kalanji into Freeman. Freeman, fancy footwork, getting away from a man. Goes in the middle of the field. Again, Kalanji, but Kalanji gives it to Conaree this time. How? Keynes. Going down to the left flank. Going back for help, finding Howe. Howe trying to turn. He has attention. And it looks like Tristan playing the left back position. Getting some help from Errol. Not Errol, sorry, Martin.
Sean Martin.
Both gentlemen are sporting the little plaits.
Yeah.
I want to say locks. Here's Big Rat Francis, Jazil Francis, going on the left flank, finding his man too. His man turns. Conaree could make an attack, but St. Paul's is making sure they get a defensive posture in place. Still on the left flank is Conaree. Looks like Tristan overlap, is it?
No, Phipps.
Phipps.
The carry.
A shot coming in. Easy take for Jamal Jeffers. Throw to Freeman. Freeman finds Kalanji. Kalanji looking for help. Finds Taju. Taju back to Kalanji. Kalanji goes forward, finds Jefferson. Jefferson turns. Beats one man, beats two men. Give it to Freeman. Freeman himself had to get rid of one. Then he goes back to his number 30 player.
That's it.
That's Jackie Leader. One of the other leaders, one of the many leaders. Taju. Petrez going forward. Losing the ball to Conaree. Conaree knocks it into touch. Clark. On the flank. Finds Jefferson. Jefferson is back heel. Ewell picks it up. The new man sends number 77 for Conaree forward. That's Keynes. Keynes cannot latch onto it. Instead, Petrez just shepherds the ball and knocks it back to his keeper, Jamal Jeffers. Waiting until everything settles. Playing a little cat and mouse game. He couldn't hand the ball, so he goes big to Akimba. Akimba goes back. No, in fact, Conaree wins the header. Ewell finds Howe. Howe finds Keynes. Keynes finds the St. Paul's defense. Not in a way. Freeman picks up. Freeman goes to Akimba Lawrence. So 1-on-1. Akimba comes on the inside, shoots. And the ball comes off the post. Oh, what a lucky break for Dancho Leader.
Say by the post. Watts. Say by the post.
Yes, Conaree, very lucky, unlucky for to the goal from the keeper. But again, it's Conaree up. But here come Conaree.
Conaree can break into the box. First touch control, extremely poor.
Well. Don't know what happened. The ball straight to the defender there. A nice break. It was 2-on-1. A yellow shot was running on the right side, and he just passed the ball into straight to the defender. But they're settling for a corner. That is Conaree. Let's see if Conaree can come up with something.
Coming up to the big boys them.
Corner sent over, heads go up. St. Paul's. Conaree trails it. Can't get across. The cross comes off of the defender. But Jamal Jeffers is there to make sure that there is no harm. Goes out Kalanji. Intercepted by Francis. Francis gives it to Randall Theodale. He goes further back to Tristan Samuel, I think he is. He gives away the ball. So they'll have a throw-in. St. Paul's. Going back for support. Finds Rashid. Rashid gives it back to the man. Looks like a leader, one of the many leaders. Leaders go to Jeffers. Jeffers goes up to Kalanji. Kalanji springs Clark into action. Clark strongly tackled. Referee not happy. The man who came on to replace Mills, that's Wandel Theodale. Rather strange name.
You're from St. Vincent?
Oh, he's from St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Playing for Conaree tonight. From the time I saw the name, I know it wasn't typical of St. Kitts Nevis.
Was a farming base player or a player on the island?
Maybe got taught on the island from COVID. Conaree benefiting from COVID in this instance. But it's still 0-0. About 25 minutes gone. 0-0. Jefferson tackle from behind. Kalanja takes it quickly. And Richards chooses to go for his card for that play. Number 91, Maynard, getting his first yellow card. Free kick. Left-footed Petres will take it. Petres was long and hard to the right side. Heads go up and straight into the arms of Dantrell Action. Here is St. Paul's heading away into Clark. Jefferson. Right side, cross, wasted. Jackie Leader guilty party on that occasion. Sorry, Malik Clark guilty on that occasion.
She normally have very good cross of the ball, Malik Clark. And all I want to say, I'm very impressed with St. Paul's style of play. You know, me trying to build it from the back and actually walking the ball forward up to Leader. Normally see them play the long ball, but this time around looking to build it from the back with some good passes.
That is just to confuse you. That's the guy. They pass and then they will spring it forward. Look to see what will happen. But in the moment it's Conaree actually giving St. Paul's a free throw. Giving out the ball. Throwing. Intercepted by Conaree. Knocked out into touch. Number of players conversion, trying to get out of a little busy area. Eventually Tristan takes it and sends it hard on the right side. The ball is eludes Clark and Theodale. So St. Paul's will have a throw in. Here comes St. Paul's up to Lawrence. Lawrence has Jazil Francis with him. Francis goes downfield, ball goes out into touch. Same man who got a yellow card is getting a lecture. Treading on thin ice, just came on. You may have to be sub the sub. Jackie Leader, Bashir Hodge, Malik Clark, back to Jackeel, another left footer, trying to find Clark. Clark is not there. Petres cleans up, back and forth between Conaree and St. Paul's. Finally, Theodale sends it to the left side. Conaree is trying to mount an attack. Keynes and Phipps trying to combine. Overrated pass, the ball goes into touch.
Overrated pass indeed. It was a very good idea, but the execution was a poor one. Play the ball into space behind the defense and get somebody to cut that ball back into the mix. Unfortunately, too much pace, too much speed on the ball. So a wasted opportunity there by Conaree. But it's St. Paul's now looking to come from the back and looking to go up front. It's still 0-0 here.
Here's the long ball I was talking about, trying to find Akimba. But Jazil is reading. Comes across to cut it out. Throwing to St. Paul's.
Yes, well read by Jazil Francis. Unfortunately, he didn't control the ball.
Ewell, Howe, Theodale, losing out is Theodale. We expect to see fireworks tonight. Some people saying 1 goal, others are predicting a 3-0. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. And I'll go further to say I think Conaree will score against the one-off play, and then St. Paul's, in their typical style, will find one back. That's my prediction. Let them prove me wrong. Here comes St. Paul's, deep in their own defense. Jamal Jeffers really taking his own time on those balls, making sure everything is set. Players are where he wants them to be. Very inspirational leader, is he? Calls the name and goes long. Route 1. Freeman. Tahir. Kalanje settles. Kalanje tries to thread the needle, finds Jefferson. Jefferson asking back for it. Kalanje goes to the middle, finds Freeman. Freeman is offside. I thought so. And Delroy thought so. Delroy agreed with me.
Maybe we'll call about Delroy Jeffords. What? I mean,
yes, it was in half-fight position and referee assistance on the far side there caught it, spotted very early indeed, put his flag up, and referee agreed and halt the play instantly. So it's going to be a free kick for Conaree. Deep inside.
Here comes Conaree, just hovering on the 30-minute mark. Strong challenge coming in. St. Paul saves it. Clark Freeman. Freeman gives it away. Martin goes upfield trying to find that looks like Keynes. Is it Keynes? Number 77, yes. In attendance is Petres. Trying to get some help now. Theodale tried to help out, couldn't. St. Paul's breaks with Kalanji. Kalanji goes up the left flank. Poor pass.
Poor pass indeed. They really had a good chance there to break forward, and it will be very interesting to see because St. Paul's had 3 men up front, three targets and 3 big men up front. Looking for the ball to come in. Unfortunately, it just didn't arrive. So it's going to be a trying for Conaree. Trying for Conaree. Still 0-0 here.
Go in. Let's see whistle goes.
Infringement against Clark. And so it's going to be a free kick for Conaree.
Warner.
Maynard.
Sorry, Maynard. Sorry. Something is hard to the centre forward child. Errol wins the boot. Petres clears. Only as far as Theodale. Stabs it at goal. But Jefferson is there. Goes out to, looks like Jefferson to Kalanje. Kalanje losing out. Kalanje seems dispirited. Not getting the service that he wants. Here comes Conaree. Errol goes forward with it. Errol challenge. Loses out. Then the long ball. Kiddy. That's the ball they want. He shoots up into the stands.
It's only a matter of time before one break, Al. Watch.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They've been cooping it all that game. Waiting for the right opportunity before they make the break.
Well, it has been effective. He has scored hat-tricks on more than one occasion against Keon. He had similar balls like that and slammed it past Valentine in goal.
Fixing his gloves.
Here is Conaree. Losing out to number 17, that's Clark. Clark pushes it through Freeman. Freeman has help, but Freeman is in outside position. Pleading and claiming that he's not, but Maynard. Theodale. Losing out. Jefferson. Sends across Francis. Uses all his experience to knock it down to Lachlan. Lachlan. Big punt downfield. Head by Rashid. Petres to clean up. Petres challenged here by, that's Keynes. Yes, it is Keynes.
Keynes, yeah.
That's Keynes. Good.
Coach Conaree is still finding trying to find the style of play. I mean, I think they're giving the ball a bit too much, especially in the midfield play. I mean, where Lachlan, you have Howe and the carry. I mean, still searching to find passes to try to get themselves inside the game. You know what I mean? I think by now they should have pick up the rhythm of play.
Yes, those are the central players for Conaree. Wasim Howe, Ewola Lachlan and Takari Phipps. With Sylvester Keynes, the man up front. But here is Theodale trying to get to one man.
We help.
Fancy footwork,
We help.
looking for help. Finds Maynard, his right back. Howe in the center. Ball goes aerial. High foot on St. Paul's. An infringement on St. Paul's.
Yeah, so Conaree wins a free kick just halfway inside their offensive half. Let's see if they can get the ball up front. There's 1, 2, 4 men in between the St. Paul back line of 4. Let's see if we could get the ball across the back line and somebody could, like Errol. I think he'll be targeting Errol Lachlan now. Yes, he does.
To the far side, Errol goes up, heads go up. Only as far as Conaree. Tristan going forward. Tristan loses out. Here comes Kiddy Freeman. This could be dangerous. Speeding on the flank. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Then he goes near the box, but overruns the ball. And Tristan came all the way back. Tristan Samuel came all the way back to relieve him of the ball. Here comes Conaree up to Keynes. Keynes trying to get around Petres. Petres having none of that. But we see somewhat of a passing of the guard, Al, the St. Paul's defense. Petres seems to be the more Central man.
Yeah, central man.
That leader
He's out.
Playing much, yes. But man turns, man gets fouled by one of the leaders that looks like Jackie leader.
Yeah, the number 30.
Yep.
It's coming another free kick from a very promising position. It's on the right side of the box, just a bit outside the box. Let's see if they can get that ball.
You see a tactical move. What? This is the left back Tristan coming all the way over from his left.
Oh, so he's going to be.
His number 5 position.
Yeah.
It's going to be
in swinger.
In swinger, yes. Calling around the far post.
Let's see if he goes straight or he's trying to find the far post. Here is Tristan. Tristan goes far. Left. Heads go up. Not yet out the woods. Looks like Warner. A little battle fight over there with Fifield. Fifield wins the battle. Goes up to Malik Clark. Conaree takes over. Momentarily, Clark gets it back. Ball goes into touch. Throwing to Conaree.
It's trying to Conaree on the far side. Quickly taken. And it's Wazim Howe who takes it. Wazim having a midfielder. Small but very skillful midfielder. Whistle goes again for infringement. This time against St. Paul. So Conaree with another free kick. And Conaree is enjoying all these set pieces. They really should be doing more. Getting something on target and forcing the goalkeeper to make a save. They're not doing it at all. They're getting the ball up in front but still not forcing a save. Let's see if they can do something better.
Free kicks come with hours of practice on the practice ground.
That's true.
I'm not sure it's been executed well. They're sitting across the ball and hoping for a first ball or a second ball. But here they come. First ball to St. Paul's. Freeman comes all the way back. Trying to find a Kimber up front. Maynard is there. Maynard finds Theodale. Theodale gets on his man. Gives it to Ewell. Ewell trying a fancy footwork. Player gives up on it, but St. Paul's is coming forward. Ewell wins it. Only as far as Clark. Clark goes to Jefferson. Jefferson not at home. Players come forward. Jefferson trying to get it. 2 players from Conaree. 2 against 1. 3 against 1 now. As Maynard joins. Maynard goes upfield. Trying to fight Ewell. Ewell's on the right flank. Ewell is trying to get to one of his man. Ewell can't get to one of his man. Turns back. Ewell goes through 2 players. Loses out. And fouls in the process.
Yes, foul in the process, and it's going to be a free kick in St. Paul, deep in St. Paul's defensive half. Let's see if St. Paul's his goalkeeper is going to take it. You have 4 men up front. 4 men up front looking as looking for this ball. Let's see.
Long ball upfield. Jefferson trying, failing to get the ball into play. Nicks it. The ball will be a throw-in for Conaree. How misses out. Ewell picks up. Ewell goes left.
Quickly.
Has a man on the left side. Can break on the left side. Conaree breaks now on the left side. Can they get a cross in? Goes back to Tristan. Tristan does a looping cross. Heads go up and just over the crossbar.
I think the goalkeeper was late on that one there. You know what I mean? Forced him to make a late minute punch.
Yes, the goalkeeper came off his line very late indeed, and that player there for Conaree was able to get there in time. In a nice header, attempted header, I must say, but didn't get the ball down in time. That's number 7. It's Keynes. Yes, Keynes making an attempt there. Unfortunately, didn't get the ball down. So he's St. Paul's with the ball now, looking to get the ball upfield.
St. Paul's interrupted by Conaree. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. Conaree 3 passes. Howe comes into the center circle, trying to go forward, trying to connect with Phipps and Keynes. Goes all the way back, finds Martin. Then there's a little battle there for it. Leader gives it to Freeman. Freeman finds Malik. Malik turns back, looking for support. Malik goes into Freeman. Freeman struggling to get it. Freeman has a shot, goes across the goal and into the back of the net. What a mix-up by the goalkeeper. the easiest goal he will score in his life.
Yes, Marlon. I'll be telling you about it. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Freeman was set free, but passed by Malik Clark. You know what I mean? And just like that, back in the net. One goal to St. Paul's. What?
Yeah, Conaree will be very disappointed indeed. St. Paul's, that's Freeman there, attempting a kick. You can see he miscued the shot, but still, and I do believe because he miscued the shot, because the goalkeeper was a bit fool. He was going one direction, and because the shot was miscued, the ball came slow, bouncing, and eventually just bounced over him because he was committed going forward, and the ball just bounced over him. And so an easy goal for St. Paul's against the run of play, because Conaree really had the momentum. Lots of free kicks up in the offensive half, but didn't make use of it. So St. Paul's 1, Conaree 0.
Well, that totally changed my prediction because of the flow of play that was going on. I thought Conaree would have gotten the first goal and St. Paul's would find their way back.
Well, it did look so for you. It looked like Conaree was going to score the first goal, but yes, I guess the footballing guys are looking down on St. Paul's.
Here comes Petrus with a long ball. Francis meets it. Conaree settles it. Keynes comes all the way back. Phipps, fine Phipps. Phipps is going over to Theodale. Good ball for Theodale. Good control. Goes across the goal mount now. The heads go up. The player go down. There's a call. There's an appeal. Richards is not interested. Richards just goes along his merry way. One by Tristan on the far side. Tristan goes to ground. This time the whistle goes.
Yes, whistle goes for an infringement against St. Paul's just on the far side. So it's going to be a free kick for Conaree. St. Paul leading this encounter 1-0. And remember, Conaree are leading in the table as far as the table is concerned. They're 33 points in Conaree, and St. Paul's are 30 points. So if Conaree were to lose this game tonight, it means that St. Paul's and Conaree will be an equal point. But here comes the kick. Free kick.
Long looping ball. Pushed over the goal by Jamal Jeffers. Could be a problem for shot goalkeeper. I want Al to comment on this one.
Yes, tonight, before I make the point on Jamal, I want to make a point on the goalkeeping aspect. Since we started back the season, we noticed all the big clubs that may have young goalkeepers, but anyway, after we make the point after the corner being taken.
Here comes the corner, shift across, good attempted corner, punched away as far as how pushes the ball, how goes to the ground.
Penalty?
Not a
Just
penalty,
outside the box. Just outside the box.
But certainly Kalanji will earn himself a card.
Yes, just out of the box. A dangerous play there indeed. Wazim Howe was looking to pull the trigger. And just as he was about to pull the trigger, he was blocked in a dangerous fashion. And went to the ground. Referee blew his whistle, indicating that there is going to be a free kick for Conaree. He's just outside the box, just on the tip of the box, on the edge of the box. And St. Paul's with a 4-man wall. Let's see. Errol Lachlan is hovering over the ball. Let's see what he's going to do. There's the next player. We're looking for something innovative. There are two players ranging up. Theodale and Errol Lachlan.
This is Errol. I'm sure he's going to go outside with the foot, looking to go for a banana. Hard and low. Errol. Hard and low. In. Oh, and Jamal Jeffers is there.
Jeffers.
Straight at where the goalkeeper was.
Yeah, a very good save by Jeffers. You know what I mean? He's very experienced. As we're making the point that he's very sharp, but he's very athletic also. I think that gives him the ability to get up and take balls from aerial.
Here comes Conaree again, trying to test man there. That's 5 field. Upending the player, gives it to Rashid. Rashid goes forward. Intercepted by Conaree. Errol. Howe. Keynes. Loses out. Leader. Freeman. Leader. Freeman. Back to Clark. Clark up to leader. Freeman trying to get in between the Conaree defense, but they're reading it and they're reading it well. Now they can counter. Ewell has 3 men around him. Fakes one. Goes to the left. Tries to free the man down the left flank, but Jeffers is reading. Jeffers is off his mark. Goes to the ground. Rolls it out to Kalanja Clark as we're nearing the end of the first half. Back pass. That one was not for the faintest. A back pass straight to the goal. Jamal Jeffers had to be fleet-of foot to get around to stop it from giving people a heart attack. He goes long and hard up to Akimba Lawrence. There's no one else there but Conaree players. How? Goes forward. How? Turns back. Looking for support. How? Goes to Dakari. Dakari Phipps. Dakari Phipps goes to Theodale. Theodale knocks it back to How. How turns. Looking for help. Finds help in Morton. Morton back into Dakari. Dakari struggling a bit. Back to Morton. Morton goes back to Francis. Francis has help on the left side. He goes left quickly. Finds Martin. That's Sean Martin. Sean Martin goes downfield. Not picking up the player there. That could be Warner. But then Rashid is there. Gets away from the man. And a clearance comes just in time from Clark. He's been thanked with a hug.
Oh, just in the nick in time with a beautiful play by Conaree. Nice build up by Conaree. And the final ball across the face of the goal was a very good one. Just in the neck into the goal. But very good defensive work by Clark. And clearing that one. Considering a corner kick. The corner kick for Conaree just in the dying moments of the first half.
Heads go up. St. Paul's. First ball. Second ball, Conaree. How? Trying to wiggle his way into the field. Tristan goes down. Well, St. Paul's break. Long ball to Keely Freeman. One of his specials. Takes control. Sean reads it. Sean wins it. Sean passes it. Gives it to Theodale. They have just about 2 minutes left. Up to Ewell. Ewell into 1-2 pass. Ewell can get there before Jeffers. No. But good idea. Nice little 1-2 pass. Nice little wall pass. Whistle goes. Half time. With a score on 1-0. St. Paul's leading Conaree at halftime. We take you back to Master Control. Then we'll come back with the halftime show.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show. It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Football is back. And SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game. This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
St. Paul's leading Conaree by 1-0. A goal scored by Keith Freeman. Fortunately tonight, we are lucky to pick up a man, Leo Jazza Buchanan. Many of you don't know, he's one of the few persons in St. Kitts to play both cricket and football at the national level. A real sportsman indeed. Jazza, welcome to the halftime show. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
My thoughts on the game is it's a good transition, good counter attack from both teams. We see good shifting the ball from one side to the other. And a good thing we see, not the fact that the kind of goal was scored in
That was rather unfortunate, a huge error. I don't even know if they will call it an own goal. But nevertheless, Jazza Buchanan is also part of the coaching staff in Keon, and Keon played recently. But before we go to Keon, I just would like for him to comment on the number of young goalkeepers that we are seeing in his team and in this league so far. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I'm glad now that the Football Association is more pushing for these 70-year-old guys to play more in the Premier League and club being used and everything else. And so it's good for us at the age of the under 22 team. When there's World Cup or any kind of tournament going on. Tonight we saw a young goalkeeper. What I like about it, he got a mistake at home that he goal was scored. The defense went to him and taught him and tell him, let's go. You know, because if the defense they go at him and like put pressure on him, it might have been more for him because he got to finish the rest of the game tonight.
Well, your club too has two very young goalkeepers in the man they call Babu and the man they call Percy. I don't know how you all see them in terms of their development in the club.
Well, to me and so development in these guys here, Cho, Val who look like he's on his way out. He's really working hard with them. Me and the coach himself too, also doing some hard work with them. We telling them in terms of be confident, relax, don't push yourself under, no load of pressure and so because it's tough. You're gonna make mistake. It's hard in terms of when things happen. It might cause the team to lose and so, but we still gotta push yourself because you're who we got, and we gotta build up the right way.
That's fair enough. And let's go back now into the heart of Keon. We saw two games so far. Your last one to St. Peter's 3-1 and defeated Bantam 6-2. But one thing I would like you to explain is the first goal that St. Peter's scored. I don't know if you saw it. It seems as if everybody just stopped for a moment and kicked the ball to a St. Peter's player.
Yeah, it was a mistake, an error, bad pass from one of the defenders there to one of the St. Peter's player. Our goalkeeper stand. I was trying to figure out what's happening on the sideline. Stand allow the guy to kick. It seemed though he was saying that that a whistleblower might just stand up. It was a mistake. I didn't get a chance in terms to really ask him in terms of why do he stand up and why didn't he make an effort to go for the ball. But it was a tough one to score against us to start after so many chances in the first 3 chances in the first 7 minutes. But it's tough. We on the way in terms of getting back our togetherness and unity, and in terms of going forward, we a lot more better now. We had a little small hiccup the latter part of the game. I guess that the team probably switch off the driving after scoring so much goals late in the second half. The second half we come out and we was kind of really flat. but we kind of pick it up and get the extra goal, which is something that me and the coach like in terms of just locking off and just allowing Taba to play. I must lead up to start to Taba. Taba come out there and just play that. It depends on who they got on the bench.
And Duncan, who has been very much present in the K1 lineup. We haven't seen him. Is he injured? What's the situation with Giant?
I think Giant's situation is work. He's now the work start back at the airport. I think it's in a time frame in terms of when this work's supposed to finish off. Okay. He's now working like from 7 in the morning to like up to after 7 in the night. He's one of the top machine drivers. So he really take that to him. Giant do his own thing still. So we just like to know whenever he get break, he come train and we got him in for any of the games.
Well, so far during the discussions, we stressed a lot on fitness. We've talked about 2 coaches because we're all concerned about the fitness in terms of the players coming back after COVID. What is the situation like among the KR players?
Well, we know, like I said, we had roughly 3 weeks. I mean, some of the guys was doing their one thing in terms of the car Wembley playing at a smart goal. It was nothing in terms of that we started as a full. We started as a full just after we get the word now that the thing is full now. We started on Monday. We had 3 weeks. We tried to get a lot of practice games in before. We didn't get much. We get one practice game which we look and we assess in terms of what we are and how we're gonna deal with the situation now. We starting back. The coach man tell the guys yes, it's on now. It start now, so they got to be more relaxed now in terms of a lot of partying they were doing and just saying the football we're playing. Football is now playing. So they got to be geared up and ready to play football. Because everybody coming out now to try to get into the 6.
Trying to get to the 6, of course.
Yeah, this is the right now, the Super 6.
And the physical nature of it is that you have to play fast. You played Monday, you play Friday, and then your next match is when?
Our next match is Wednesday against Bath in the FA Cup, and then we come back again Saturday against South Stars.
Oh, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Insight into what's happening over at K1. The K1 football team won and lost after the COVID-19. As you heard it, we are also concerned about the physical nature of the players, the fitness, and what exactly was K1 doing in terms of what they aim to do. This is Leo Jazabakadan, as I said before, a former national player for football, a former national player for cricket, and he's now part of the K1 Football Club coaching staff. I would like to ask him one last question before I let him go. Do you think Conaree has the wherewithal to come back tonight? I know you're taking notes.
If you look at it, most of the play is happening into the St. Paul's half. Most of the foul is happening for Conaree. Most of the simple chances again is happening for Conaree. It's just in the final tour there is some complete mix-up. We saw one day with 2 St. Paul's defenders went at one ball. Conaree guy get one-on-one with the keeper. His first touch was straight to the keeper. Just to step home, maybe to kick out to pass, went to the keeper. I think Conaree getting too much free kick down there for none of them free kick making the goalkeeper make a save, nothing happening, not genuine set pieces going on. St. Paul's on the other hand are just relying and just counter, win the ball, one ball up to the striker and everybody, which they are good at it. Nothing wrong with it. It's good counter attacking football we're seeing in these guys, and the transition into the getting forward number is excellent.
Getting forward number, yes. Perfect assessment from a coach who definitely is taking notes. He doesn't have a notebook, but for sure he's taking notes to take back to the K1 camp. As he said, K1 still has to play St. Paul's as well as Conaree in this second round. It's bunching up at the top, it's also bunching up at the bottom, but more importantly for him, it's bunching up at the top. Everyone, he says, is trying to get in the top 6. With that, we'll come back to see if the questions can be answered. Can Conaree come back?
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show. It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multi-Graphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
Oh yeah, you see there. Second half resumes. Conaree going long to the left side. Conaree trying to get him on the man there, Fifield. He's having none of that. Wins the ball, gives to Jefferson. Jefferson into Kalanje Clark. Kalanje back to Jefferson. Making a mess of it. Ewell gives it back. Foul. Fouls in the process.
Clark with the substitute. Clark. Malik Clark was substituted.
Malik Clark substituted. You hearing it now? Malik Clark. Javon Leader. Center. One change is halftime for St. Paul's. No other change so far. Conaree seems to be same team. They did their tactical changes. They put center, Javon Leader, in the center of the field, and Tahir Jefferson has come to the flank. So they've made their change. Akimba has gone more to the left side, and the lone man up front is the famous Kiddy. Here is Fifield trying to find Kiddy. Petrez comes across from the clearance, goes forward. Only as far as Sean Martin. Sean goes up to Sylvester Keynes. Hodges there. Ewell settles it. Ewell goes to Howe. Howe goes back to his right back in Maynard. Maynard back into Ewell. Ewell puts it on the ground. Goes to the ground. Referee's not impressed. Leader slides it into Freeman. Freeman can shoot. No, he chooses to pass. Gives it to Martin. Martin is right there. Close attendance. The carry. Gives it to Warner. Warner loses it, but only as far as the touchline. Fifield, the man guilty of pushing it out. The carry. 2 men on him, goes back to Martin. Martin goes over, only finds Leader. Javon Leader. Freeman. Kalanje. Jefferson. Back into Kalanje. Kalanje touches it to Jaquil Leader. The carry. No, that's Francis, sorry. Clearing, but only as far as Freeman. Trying to go to his left foot. Trying to shoot. Ball goes over to the keeper. And everybody getting anxious every time the ball goes to the keeper. Don't want to repeat. Here is Conaree trying to work their way downfield. That's Warner. Robbed by St. Paul's. Jefferson. Clark. Ewell wins it. Trying to spring Keynes forward. Two defenders converge. Goes right back to Jamal Jeffers. He simply knocks it out to Hodge. Rashid Hodge. Hodge goes forward. Trying to find Clark. Intercepted by Tristan Samuel. Ball goes over to Ewell. Ewell knocks it down to Howe. Howe puts it out so that Samuel can get some attention.
Yes, I bet the second half by Conaree looking more threatening and more positive in terms of the style of play. You know what I mean? Trying to search for a goal to equalize. You know what I mean? It's 1-0 to St. Paul's. Goal scored by Freeman. A man down Watts, number 70 Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan. Looking to play that fullback role. Just coming up front and looking to get involved in the getting involved in the game, getting involved up front, coming from a defensive position. One himself for free kick. Wasim Howe is coming over, and I'm sure Wasim Howe is going to get this one in with an in swinging right foot. They kind of have 6 players up front now. Let's see Al.
Here comes the swinging corner. Petres back to Howe. Howe trying to get the one man. Pushed to the ground. Eventually the ball comes off of Howe and goes for a goal kick. I thought he was really roughed up and the player was guilty of using his hand as not his shoulder. But Richards was right there. He saw it differently to me.
Well, the referee has, you must say he's been consistent. It's a contentious call, but he's been consistent with those calls. We have seen a few calls like that, and he allowed the play to continue.
St. Paul's tried to go forward, broken up by Conaree. Still 1-0. You should be seeing it on the screen. And for those of you listening by radio, it's 1-0 to St. Paul's. That goal scored midway through the first half by Freeman, aided and abetted by Travis Danche O'Loughlin. Here is St. Paul's. Long ball downfield, route 1. Trying to find Tahir. Ball too much for him. Couldn't adjust.
But interesting. Oh, sorry. When I was going to talk about the goalkeeper, it was a far cheat. It was goal for St. Paul's. They said the goalkeeper was committed for a shot. He miscued the shot. The ball played into the ground and bounced, and as he was committed, the ball just bounced over him. So it was a difficult one. It's a goalkeeper blunder, yes, but it was a difficult one for the goalkeeper. Very unfortunate. But far cheat was for St. Paul's.
Well, we see them responding again, going forward. Just leader choosing to shoot from distance. But no threat on Conaree goal. Conaree comes away with it now. Heads go up, that's Fifield. Going downfield, trying to find Jefferson. Jefferson trying to find Kalanje. Gives away the ball. Conaree comes forward. Keynes gives chase. Rashid Hodge is there. Guiding the player off the field and allowing the ball to run towards the keeper. Jeffers. Petres. Jackie leader. Back to Jeffers. Petres. This time he's in the number 2 position. He goes forward, only as far as Ewell. Ewell intercepts. Makes a little mess of it, but recovers. Trying to find Ewell again is Conaree. St. Paul's wins it. Howe intercepts. Howe settles. Howe goes back for support. Martin. Goes forward to Ewell. Ewell. Chips over to the Conaree. Interception by Rashid Hodge. Speeding forward is Rashid Hodge. Gives it Kalanje. One touch. That guy who plays a lot of one-touch football is Kalanje Clark. Warner. Send Conaree forward. Hodge intercepts. The other leader, Jack Hill. Send it to Freeman. This could be dangerous. This is his angle. Can he shoot? Gets on the man? No. Knocked away for a corner by Jazil Francis. I thought he would have shot.
Very important touch by Jazil Francis. A crucial one, just in the nick of time to get the ball away from Freeman. Here comes St. Paul's again now.
Kalanje Clark trying to get on his man. Cannot. The man wins the ball, speeds away. That looks like Maynard. Maynard goes up to is attacking player in Sylvester. Sylvester loses it out. And so St. Paul's breaks on the left flank again. Upended by Conaree. Coming back for support. Jakil. Kalanje. Jakil. Kalanje. Interpassing. Finally trying to free a man on the left flank. That's Clark. Clark knocks it over. Only as far as Martin. Martin into Maynard. Maynard going upfield trying to find Keynes. Keynes has Petres all over him. In an illegal manner at that. Referee blows for the foul. Foul taken. Free kick taken. Ewell goes to the left side from the center circle. Tristan pushes it up to Keynes. Keynes, ball cleared by Jefferson. So as Martin. Martin sabs it over to Howe. Howe in the center circle looking for support. Find Phipps. Phipps goes back all the way back to Jazil Francis. Francis goes out to the right side. Finds his right back in Maynard, I think. Yes, Maynard. Back to Francis. Francis then goes long. Probing, asking. Only finds the head of Petres. Petres knocks it down to the Conaree player there. He comes on the inside, looking for support. Goes back to Martin. Martin stabs it inside to Howe. Howe. Little poor control, but gets it nonetheless. He goes to the ground. He muscles to the ground. Deemed that to be fair. A quick counter by St. Paul's, but Freeman was judged to be about 5 miles offside.
Yes, a good call by Grammy, the assistant linesman too. Very good call. I still contemplating on Conaree in the final two that they take the giving away the ball a bit too much in the final two. And then build it up to the mid third in the final two, they give it away.
Here they come again.
You still look.
Here is Freeman. Over to Kalanje. Kalanje can get in the box. Kalanje can score. No. The Conaree defense collapse on him. That's Tristan. Takes away the ball. Tristan goes up to Warner. Warner goes back for help. Finds Martin. Martin going diagonal into the center circle. Finds Howe. Howe goes over to Ewell. Ewell robbed of the ball by the two leaders, Jakil and Javon. Then they go forward. Find Akimba. Akimba into Jakil. Jakil slides it through, trying to find a man. Cannot thread the needle on that occasion. The Conaree legs intercept. The man, another man goes down again. And again, this is a recurring theme. We can't see where he was injured. Probably pulling up
Hamstring.
Matches are coming fast and furious. And as we spoke about for the last 3 halftime shows, physical fitness is one of the major problems for these players.
Yes, physical fitness. Players are very vulnerable to injuries at this moment. But as I told you in previous sessions, that we didn't have a real preseason. Normally, you have preseason and people get your players will get competitive game in which to play in. But because of the COVID-19 situation, there wasn't any preseasons at all, and there wasn't those bush league that we used to have, where players keep themselves fit by playing competitive game. Because you could be fit, yes, going in a gym, but unless you play competitive football,
Match fitness.
yeah, you won't have that match fitness.
Yeah, but it take me back to the interview with Coachable and Old Jones when the question was asked, and Coach Jones said to Coachable that if it was he would not play. You know what I mean? Because he don't think the periodization time was enough.
Very good. That's a very good stance he took. Not a good stance. It's a contentious one, but.
But based on Coachable was saying that yes, he did enough time. So. I mean, it's a give and take.
I mean, in international games, they're saying that. They're saying that. Yes, because there wasn't any preseason for most of the team.
A substitute
they
made.
have been injured.
A substitute.
So what they're doing now.
Nose coming on. St. Paul's.
Yeah. Kalanje is coming out. And then number 45 player.
Nose
is coming on.
Well, what they're encouraging now in national football is to have bigger squads, so you have more people to rotate. You have bigger squads than you rotate.
The point I was making to him is that the periodization period, although there seemed to be some back and forth, the association made it clear that football would have started back, and all they were having a discussion with the COVID-19 task force to find out what would be the protocol. At that time, The players had no excuse whatsoever than to find the playing ground. All the fields were empty. There was nobody playing any football. They have no excuse.
Remember, you had the protocol that they were preventing mass gatherings, so there wasn't any competitive sports at all.
There was no competitive sport. But practice was allowed in certain numbers, and as well, you could have your individual at St. Paul's break. You look like nurse. Just came on. He looked like he's limping. Is he?
Yeah.
Foul.
But
So the point I'm making is, you know that football is going to start back. You have your own individual responsibility to at least do some training.
of course,
You wouldn't be pulling up because you have to do your running, you have to do your stretching. Here comes Conaree with a quick break. Warner, down the left flank. Can he get across in? Gets across the man. Quickly send the cross in. Petrez. Not the way. Finds Tahir. Tahir Jefferson goes on the inside. Tahir Jefferson goes far left. A good ball. This could be dangerous. Akimba. In fact, he was in an offside position, was he? Or the referee is pulling back the play. But there was a strong whistle. Yes, he's pulling it back. Probably indicated that Jefferson was fouled, nicked on the play, and because it didn't develop into an advantage, he's pulling it right back to the point where the infringement occurred.
A good call by Richards. Good call. Wait and see. In referee too. Wait and see.
very good indeed, very good. He allowed the advantage. The advantage didn't materialize, so he pulled the play way back. It's a very, very interesting call, but a good one.
There seemed to be a
net
problem.
issue. Did you go the net?
Jamal Jeffers is coming up to the referee to make a report. Both jog back. I think Jamal Jeffers is keen enough to pick up that there might be a hole in the net.
Yeah, so
The referee agrees. Seems to be calling somebody, could be one of the SKNFA officials or the fourth official.
So we're gonna have a pause in play for a while.
Yeah. Coach Bo, as Nurse enter the field, I mean, no Nurse is coming off an injury, a broken leg, I think ankle. It was starting to be corrected, and he gently went on the field, and then the force run of play is a limp. What's your thought?
I'll just put him on the spot because the first thing I detected when Nurse went after the ball was that he was limping.
He limping.
And
Yeah.
he came on as a substitute.
A substitute.
And now Alice is telling me that he had a broken leg some time ago.
Just
If a
coming up
player
with
is injured and you're testing him, firstly, I wouldn't test him in a game like this, where the competition is so keen. Secondly, if I'm going to test him, I would want him to start, not
Yes.
to come out as a substitute. Those are my thoughts. Start, and if anything, take him out. Now, if he goes on as a substitute and can't continue, you have to sub the sub.
Sub the sub. Where's the sub?
Yeah, that's true. But I did predict this is going to be a low scoring game. I don't expect. St. Paul are very defensive, very good at the defending, and they like this kind of scenario where they're leading 1-0. They would defend and look to counter attack. So they're going to defend. They're holding a very high defensive line and squeezing Conaree. Although Conaree are able to, Conaree look to be creative enough, and Conaree look to have enough wherewithal to be able to unlock the St. Paul's defense. Conaree is still looking good, as they did in the first half. They're looking very good. They're getting into very good shooting position. Unfortunately, that finish, that last ball, is just lacking.
Well, what the stats back up your theory in that of the top teams, the top 4 teams so far, St. Paul's has allowed in the least amount of goals for the season. That's 10. Village, on the other hand, is a very attacking team, so Village just scored a whopping 61 goals.
Good.
They too slightly miserly, I must say, in defense. They've only allowed in 13 so far, but St. Paul's by far leading in terms of the least amount of goals scored on them.
That's true. And I'm sure St. Paul would have the most clean sheet as part of the Premier teams, St. Paul would have the most clean sheet.
We'll have to check it out because
We don't check the stats.
we'll have to check it out because they are famous for sticking in one and then that's it.
You're proving my point.
Yes.
They're sticking one. They're sticking one and that's it.
They don't score many too because they score the least amount of goals and they don't lead amount of goals among the top teams. Village has scored 61 and St. Paul has scored 34.
Be made.
Keon 44. Oh, Conaree. You have Warner coming out and Dakari coming out. Number 80 coming in
And number 21 coming in.
and 21 coming in for Conaree.
What's in the meantime?
Slater
Slater.
is number 80.
That's a monkey, though.
They played for and 21 is the regular Byron Phillip. Yep.
Byron Phillip.
Here is Nurse going to the ground on a free kick.
Well, referee call this time. I say he's been very consistent with those rough plays, but this time he calls.
Leader trying to slide the man forward. That's Akimbo. Akimbo has the cross. Ball comes into Freeman. Freeman slams it. Goal one. It's in. It is there. 2-0 to St. Paul so far.
What? It's 2-0. My prediction was 3. It's now 2 with some minutes left in the game. Goal by Freeman again. The famous Freeman, as coach would say.
Very, very good goal indeed. He slammed that one. That time was hit with tremendous power. The ball bubble around in the box just for a while. And he really lashed onto it and slammed it to give St. Paul the 2-0 lead. So, very difficult to see Conaree coming back from this 2-0 lead. As I said, St. Paul is a very good defensive team. And they'll be looking to keep a clean sheet. They're looking to keep a clean sheet tonight.
More subs coming.
Conaree be looking for another change. just down below us, number 75 is poised to come on. And
Khadib Gaiwara is the man poised to come on to go into the centre back position. I think this is as a result of the injury to Jazeel Francis.
Yeah.
Simply couldn't make it. He normally kept Freeman quiet for the night, but on that occasion he couldn't. Here they come again. Leader goes to the ground. And the referee is going to his card.
Byron.
The guilty party is the man who just came on. Byron Phillip.
Coach Mo, this is not looking good for Conaree. You just make 3 subs, 4 subs.
3 subs.
3 subs. Hoping to turn around the game and you just allow a goal to score. In particular in seconds.
They brought in Usain Slater, who is supposed to be a 9. He's up in the 9 position now. But so far, St. Paul's has put on the pressure since Nurse came on. And Javon Leader is the one who's pulling some strings in the midfield as well. Here they come. Petrez. Goal one. Directly on target. The goalkeeper had no chance.
Wow.
Petrez Williams, the goal scorer. Petrez Williams, the goal scorer. It's now 3-0. A familiar scoreline. The last game at December 15th. St. Paul's defeated Conaree 3-0. But on that occasion, one man scored all 3. On this occasion, we have 2 different scorers. Freeman has 2, Petrez Williams has 1.
This is not looking good for Conaree at all.
No, I just mentioned it. It's maybe a minute. Especially a minute. Some goals.
Post-COVID, Conaree would have considered 6-7 goals.
7 goals.
7 goals so far.
They're about.
So this is not looking very good indeed for Conaree. And coach asked him, was very disappointed until he had a very good run pre-COVID. He had a very good run of about 10 consecutive wins, and now he's on a losing streak.
They say it's contagious. When you win, it's contagious. When you lose, it's also contagious.
They say losing is a habit.
Yep.
Winning is also a habit.
Correct. Here comes St. Paul's. Can they get it to 4? Freeman down his famous channel. That angle to the left. He'll be muscled off the ball by Govaya. Govaya, who hails from Sunny Point, transferred to Conaree this last season there. Ball knocked away by St. Paul. Sorry, the Conaree defense.
Hey, Coach Abo, I want to look at this St. Paul's team inside the middle. They have some experience here. We take note. They have
a lot of experience.
Leader, Nose, Freeman, Leader again. He's a wealth experience in there. And we noticed after the change with Nose and Leader, right, the games changed down the middle now. St. Paul's has put on the pressure a bit more in the attacking tone. You know what I mean?
When you look at the changes from Conaree, how many changes Conaree made? 4 changes?
4 changes.
4 changes.
So
I think Asim is being pragmatic. He's just rotating his players. He don't want the players to be injured.
Another cross comes in as we speak. Clearance by Conaree, but only as far as Javon Leader. Leader to Tahir Jefferson. Jefferson shoots, blocked partially. Senna, Leader, trying to line it up. Into the other leader, Jack Hill. Jack Hill finds Jeffers, back to Jack Hill. Jack Hill working his way through, finds one man, beats 2, then knocked away. The ball is knocked away by Conaree. Only as far as Fifield. Fifield allows it to go into Jefferson. Jefferson puts it down, turns, tries to go on the inside. Yes, does so now. Finds Javon Leader, who's trying to tackle. One by Conaree, countered by Conaree. 3 players are up, 3 against 4. Need more numbers. Loses out to St. Paul's. Here they come, down the left flank. Trying to spring the man forward. Left side, comes on the inside to Jefferson. Jefferson goes forward. Only finds Govaya. Govaya chips it up forward. Finds Sylvester Keynes. Keynes has Fifield with him. Keynes can't shake Fifield, so he goes back. Finds Tristan. Tristan goes in the center. Finds Howe. Howe goes forward. Tristan is overlapping. Picks it up. Tristan can cross. Tristan goes on the inside. Tristan is looking at a shot. A tackle comes in from Jack Hill. On as far as Keynes. A little physical battle. Keynes is still there. Keynes is still there. Keynes is on the flank. Looking for a cross. Looking to beat the man. Which one will he do? Passes instead back to Howe. Howe can go in. Howe slides it into the man Philip. Philip loses out. Here comes St. Paul's into Freeman. Freeman knocks it back to Nurse. Nurse loses out. Philip, by one Philip, goes forward, finds Slater, takes it on himself, goes to Ewell. A free kick to Conaree called. Foul on the defense, either pulling Ewell or upending by one Philip. Did you see what happened there? But certainly a foul.
Yes, so now foul there by a Leader. And you're being carried. You're not carried by Richards.
But that was a very good move by Conaree. But I was surmising that Asim, who would have made almost a triple change. There were 3 players who came off in quick succession.
Correct.
So my surmise is that Asim is not concerned about points. He have enough points. If you're going to make 3 substitutions like that, you mean you're going to upset your formation, you're going to upset your shape, and you're going to upset your play. So why make that sacrifice? So he's more concerned about rotating his players and preserving his players. Because I said
another thing you have to take into consideration is that you're allowed to make 5 changes.
Good.
But only at 3 points in the game.
At 3 points in the game.
Yes, there's a new rule. So in order to make your substitutions count, you make 5 substitutions, but you have 5 occasions in which you can make the substitution. It's only 3 times.
3 times.
You got to put in 2 players.
2-1, 3-2.
But he have made 4 changes. He have made 4 changes so
only
far.
3 changes so far.
No. I remember that he was supposed to make a change
in the first half.
That was good.
That was due to injury.
That was
even
good.
Even before the halftime mark. The halftime don't really count. He didn't use the halftime to make a change.
Yes.
So he took out Mills, who was injured. And then he went for Slater and Byron Phillip. Slater went on top. Phillip was in the midfield. Then another injury. Here is Ewell shoots. Ball ricochets from a player. Corner.
Once we look at the Conaree team, Conaree is missing a key factor. Goalkeeper. Samuel, the number 1 goalkeeper. For whatever reason, he's out.
Here comes the corner. Nicked corner again.
That's true, and he's very vocal at the back, and he's a very good organizer at the back.
Yes,
and Conaree would miss that. he pulled players into position because he's very vocal at the back. And with the experience again, yes.
Short corner to Howe. Robbed by Fifield. Fifield has Freeman trying to find Freeman. The long ball. Tristan is there. Goes back to Danche. Danche clears. Out to Tristan Samuel. Tristan Samuel cannot latch onto it. Free kick to St. Paul's. Sorry, throw into St. Paul's.
Throw into St. Paul's.
Ball goes over. Freeman. St. Paul's trying to make a break on the right side. The cross comes in now. The clearance comes from Conaree. Leader. Javan. Interception. Maynard. Up to you, son Slater. There's a player on the field in number 24. I didn't see when he entered the play. That's Merrick Warner. Substitution for St. Paul's. We probably missed that during the breaks. But nonetheless, here's Conaree trying to go forward. Ewell goes back. Finds Warner. Warner gone all the way back to Tristan Samuel in the number 2 position. Goes up, finds Keynes. Keynes can cross. Does so now. A number of heads go up. Goal was, but easy take for Jamal Jeffers.
Head injury. Slater is down. Peters is down. Williams is down for St. Paul's.
Yes, very good call. Anytime there's suspicion of head injury, referee immediately will stop the play to allow players to get medical attention. But if you're just joining us, it's St. Paul's leading this encounter 3-0. And Conaree conceding some 7 goals post lockdown. Conceding some 7 goals. The last against Old 4-1.
3-1.
3-1. So conceding 6 goals so far post lockdown. And not looking good. But I don't think Coach Asim would be too much worried about that.
What's I want to put on a spot here? You say Coach Asim, he won't want the points, but with FA Cup next week, you think if you know the players them, trying to rotate the players them to get a feel of us? FA Cup is a crucial. It's quarterfinals next week.
Yes.
When Village will play St. Paul's, Conaree will play Newtown, Bat will be playing. Saves the Kayan, I think. Kayan, Bat versus Kayan, quarterfinals. Wait, Coach Mo? That's not to be corrected?
That's correct. That is correct.
Not only that, we're going to have a compressed schedule because soon after this competition is completed, you'll go right back into
the league
to a new season. So you have to know to manage your players. And
yes, for sure.
Manage their health, look after your players. So maybe Asim have that in mind. I mean, he's a young coach, but very smart.
Also, we look at St. Paul's when they're defending. They have a number of 8 to be on the ball right now.
Yeah, well, of course, St. Paul's will do that.
So they're looking for the win.
Yes, so St. Paul's in the interim made 2 changes while the injuries were going on. The man Melrick Warner came on and Danoy Lambert came on. St. Paul's up 3-0. Here's Ewell, a Lachlan with Conaree. Whistle goes. Ewell seems to be slightly injured. Stays down. Speeding Melrick Warner down the right flank. He gets onto it, latches onto it, and makes a mess of it. Puts the ball into touch for throwing to Conaree. Here is Conaree, trying to build out of the back. Tristan gives it up to his left-sided player. The player goes back to Ewell. Ewell goes forward to Slater. But you see what the players, they weren't cut. There was no blood, but just a butt of heads, a little knot, a little swelling. And they're back out there. They seem to be out. Petches is up and good, and Slater is up and good. Both big men, relatively.
Treated to St. Paul's in this encounter.
Skip.
Here is kind of a little battle.
UB. Monkey UB.
8 Ewell fighting for all he's worth. Goes back to Martin. Martin sticks it into Howe quickly. Nice little angular pass. Straight pass up to Philip. Philip into Ewell. Ewell trying to lose 2 men. Does so now, gets a shot and goal. No, he chooses to fake a shot. Still dribbling. Gets on another man. Now he shoots. Now he shoots and shoots high and wide.
Good individual skill though.
Yes, Ewell taking on a few players there and then getting off a shot. Went wide, was well struck, but went high, sorry, over the crossbar. Conaree will be looking for a consolation goal at least. But knowing St. Paul's will be looking for that clean sheet. They love a clean sheet. So that's the only question left in the game right now. Whether or not St. Paul is going to keep the clean sheet.
Big ball from left to right. Wasn't handled by Warner. Throwing to Conaree. Another substitution is coming away. This time it's St. Paul's. Number 13 is coming in.
The leader. The captain.
Leader.
And he's the former captain.
Oh, she's a leader.
She's a leader.
Making a first appearance.
Yeah, for the league so far.
Right, this must be about 25th season. No, serious. I mean, I remember talking to him at some point, and he did tell me it was his 21st season. I mean, he's playing since he's a teenager. So, I mean, this is a long-standing player for St. Paul's and for St. Kitts Nevis.
Well, I understand he's hung up his boots as far as St. Kitts is concerned, but here comes Dan Ward trying to find Freeman. Does so now. Freeman trying to come on his favorite left foot. Ball knocked on a hand and then tackled. Double penalty? Or penalty?
Double penalty. Double penalty.
That first call, that handball. I mean, there's a big contentious debate about that hand call. Would have been a hand call? He hand away from his body.
Based on what I've seen internationally, it would have been a call.
Would have been a call. Long to hand away from the body.
Handball, yeah.
As long as he's in an unnatural position, so they deem it, and then they have
but
the VAR.
they did make some changes. They did make some changes
After the first, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's Freeman. Could be a hat-trick for him.
Hat-tricks. After hat-tricks.
Could be number 4. Freeman. Goal. Number 3 for him.
Ought to take him out to 17 goals in the league so far. 17. I think Tim and Halley is at 19 for Village. So he skipped up to second place now with 17 goals.
You stand corrected there. I think Vince might be on 18.
Vince might be on 18. Yeah. Vince scored
2 last night.
Yes.
But
18 on 19.
But this is what you want in the competition. A team like St. Paul's to step up, because Village were looking like they were going to be runaway leaders and just go with the championship. But apart from Conaree was challenging them, St. Paul's looking good. And St. Paul's looking like they could challenge Village for this year.
Looking good indeed. 4 clear goals on Conaree. Here is Conaree. Struggling to find one. Byron Philip in the center circle. Goes over to Howe. Howe muscled off the ball. The referee's not happy with that. Calls a free kick for Conaree.
Right, this is the only question left in the game is whether or not St. Paul's is going to keep a clean sheet. But I think the next one is that if St. Paul is looking for 5 goals, that would be an embarrassing scoreline for Conaree.
This game is really done and dusted.
Yeah, the game is done and dusted.
Our focus now is on the next big game, which is tomorrow. The Bastille Derby, East versus West. After in the meanwhile, it's Newtown and Village.
And for the St. Paul's fans, the Conaree fans, St. Paul's fans will be looking for a 5-0.
Oh yes, a slap will be nice, as far as they are concerned. You got 3 last time, you got 5 this time. Then why? Trying a blind pass.
Yes, it's Conaree now looking, can they get a consolation goal, sorry. The ball is played over the top, and they get it inside the box. Oh, well blocked there by Skip. Unfortunately for him, the ball ricocheting from him and going over the byline. So it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Conaree. Conaree looking for the consolation goal. St. Paul's looking for the 5th goal. Let's see what's going to happen. Conaree, St. Paul's for sure will be looking to keep that clean sheet. Here comes the corner kick. Goalkeeper comes out. Good anticipation. Takes well. Then punches the ball downfield. Unfortunately, there only one player in red shirt up front. Can't get there.
St. Paul's. Let's see what will happen here. What is begging for a consolation goal?
Seba looking to keep the clean sheet.
Looped ball over. Heads go up.
Heads down. Head injury again.
Again, head, butt of heads. This time, Rashid had seems to have gotten the worst.
Hey, Coach Abu, have a question for you.
Shoot.
Yeah, Coach Asim, how does he bounce back from this back-to-back loss?
Well, I didn't agree with what at all, because although you're losing, I don't like to lose to the teams that are close around me and will displace me.
But you really consider the loss. Just that. It's a score line you're looking at. You really consider the loss.
With so many teams vying for these 6 positions, there are about 8 teams. Nice little one to pass. Freeman. Warner, great save by Dancha Warner. Coming out and spinning broad. Knocks the ball away from off the boot of Melrick Warner.
That will give him some confidence for the next game, because I think his confidence was dented with that post goal and he gave up. But that was a very good save indeed. He came out
players down on the left hand side. St. Paul's players down. Look at Freeman. Freeman is down, the famous Freeman. Cause for concern.
No cause for concern. All comes down to the same thing we've been talking about for weeks. He was not contacted. This has to do with, I don't even know if it's a ban. Still, the referee that gave me so much concern about him.
Fatigue.
And he gets up and walk away. So he probably just pulling up.
Yeah. My concern though, how would St. Paul's manage him? Because he's the one Miami. Next week is FA Cup. He have a big game against Village. I mean, he been playing every single game. Maybe it's a big he had suspension.
He didn't play last game.
He didn't play because he was on suspension. Had to miss a game and cards.
Depending on who you're playing for the FA Cup, I think he should be rested.
No, he can't rest next week. Because next week is Village.
Oh, it's Village.
Village next week Wednesday. So he's the one Miami. So you got to be.
Well, this is a very embarrassing scoreline. Not apart from the win, it's embarrassing. The scoreline itself is embarrassing, and could then Conaree's confidence. But Conaree is a team that comes back very easily. They will just delete that memory out of their mind and reset their mindset for the next game. So I don't think this will bother Conaree too much. 5 is 4. Is it 4 or 5, Al? Is it?
It's 4.
4. It's still 4.
Looking for 5. It could be 5.
No, 5. Good shot.
No.
Oh, that was a glorious left-footed shot. That only had to dip a bit. He had the pace. He had the power, and placement. But just a little bit below Al. It could have been a goal for.
Could have been number 5.
Could have been number 5. Yes.
But here is Conaree comes up to well. Fifield knocks it away. But Freeman is back. He seems to be all right. The man who seems to be in trouble is Rashid Hodge. who's probably clutching his.
Yes, a big appeal from the crowd for dangerous play.
High
St. Paul's wins that.
Says Richards. Liebert takes it, gives it to Nurse. Nurse goes over to Leader. Leader donates it to Howe. Howe finds Sylvester Keynes. Keynes is throwing a long ball, long aimless ball forward. And Jamal Jeffers will have his way with some time wasting. 4 goals to up to 0. Just kind of making sure he's in the limelight. And then takes it up. Takes some seconds off the clock. Totally unnecessary though, in my mind. You're leading 4 goals to 0, it's not 1 goal to 0. Nurse. Shows a long ball going on the left flank. Conaree defense gets on it. Sends it back to Dantrell Lachlan. Then they go back to their right back in Maynard. Maynard goes up. Trying to find that's Theodale, Randall. Nice little lead on pass, but Petridge is reading. Intercepts and pushes it to Jamal. Jamal goes down the left flank still. Danwai with a beautiful chest pass. Very effective. 2-3 passes by St. Paul's. Leader, Nurse goes back. Finds Slater from Conaree. Slater gives it to Samuel. Samuel goes up to Ewell. Ewell flicks it on to Howe. Javon Leader is there. He reads it. St. Paul's give it back up to Conaree. Conaree comes again. Again with Tristan Samuel. Goes to the left flank. Finds Ewell. Ewell trying to beat Warner. Doesn't get through. Warner knocks it away for throwing to Conaree. We don't have much time left. Any moment now we go see the final whistle, but here comes Howe. Goes into Slater. Slater comes away with it. Then he goes to the right side. Ball slide back in, but only Tristan Leader is there. Gives it to Jeffers. Jeffers goes down the center. Tries to find Nurse. Danwai settles it. Goes to his left side. Finds Petridge. Petridge in control. Beats one. Petridge flicks it forward. One-on-one race. Govaya is winning the race. Govaya is winning the ball. Govaya knocks it into touch. Throwing to St. Paul's.
Yes, Govaya in the old-fashioned way. Safety first, get the ball over the touchline, and we start.
Here comes St. Paul's. Nurse again trying to find Warner. Doesn't do so. Conaree wins it. Conaree comes out. Martin going long. Philip running hard for all his worth. Gets onto it now. Gets around 5 feet, but 5 feet fouls him.
All right, but there's a perfect chance now for Conaree to get the consolation goal. But they don't look to. They don't look to.
Turns, twists, turns, gets in the box. Ewell's trying to cross, block partially. Ewell gets it back. Philip can shoot, but St. Paul's is there first. Nurse, Warner, Nurse, Liebert, Leader, Nurse, Warner. Just playing on with the ball, killing last minute. Then Long finds Freeman. Freeman. Clark is going offside. Freeman just holds the ball. In the olden days we call that freeze. Gives it to Petridge. Petridge to trying to spring the man forward. Doesn't do so. Conaree intercepts. Conaree trying to go forward. Finds Slater. Slater. Poor control. Foster's control off. Puts it into touch.
Well, Conaree is well beaten, but they don't look at all dejected at all. I don't know. Look at the body language. They don't seem like they're so they're that dejected. But it's a big defeat. A scoreline of 4 goals to 0. So St. Paul must be congratulated for playing some very exciting football as usual and keeping a clean sheet.
Well, this will do their goal difference a world of good. Here's a long ball, route one forward. Freeman is trying to get onto it. Freeman doesn't manage to keep it in control.
Well, referee Richard looks at his watch. I think that the whistle is in his mouth. I think that's going to be the final whistle now. Not too far from it. Yes, goes the final whistle.
Ends the game, ends the misery for Conaree. It's 4 goals to 0. St. Paul's over Conaree.
Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages, and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
Well, all the questions have been answered in the second half. Conaree did not answer. Conaree did not reply. St. Paul's instead took full advantage and went ahead by 4 more goals. 3 more goals over the halftime score. The game ended 4-0. I have with me the same man from the halftime show, Mr. Leo Jazaba Cannon. What do you make of the game?
Well, you look at the first half, like I say, the chances and the fouls that Conaree had was more in St. Paul's half, and St. Paul was just more lane and the counter attack them. In the second half, St. Paul still stick to the game plan in terms of countering and the counter attack them and forcing Conaree to make the mistake. What I saw there in terms of when some changes went for Conaree, I think they went lapse in terms of the changes them, in terms of what they was doing, the defensive, how they was strong, how they was supporting one another, how they was spreading St. Paul's out wide. I think all that they took away when they moved some players off and bring on some other players. And they show the result of that.
Well, definitely St. Paul took full advantage tonight. They had their way, 4-0, winning handsomely, pushing themselves up in the league. They're now on 33 points. I think they're sitting handsomely in second place. They may have catapulted over Conaree to take the second place. Conaree now is third with 33 points. Our thoughts now turn to the next big game, which is Village and Conaree. Sorry, Village and Newtown. A Bastia derby. Your family played for Newtown. What will be the night like tonight on the eve of a big game?
Well, I think the fellas there we go back and in the first half and first round, and understand in terms of the humiliation they get from Village.
Correct.
I think these guys might bring a better showing tomorrow against Village. I don't want to repeat the same thing what happened in the first half. Village, on the other hand, are very smooth, big bench, but like we saying all the time that if you don't show up to play football, if you don't stick to your game plan to whatever the coach asks you to do, then you're going to suffer some consequences.
And so you look at that as even Steven tomorrow, Newtown think a better showing tomorrow?
Well, Newtown got a shot. I kind of feel they're going to show a better showing tomorrow than what they show in the first round where there was 7-1 in the first round against Village. Village on the other hand going to come a lot more confident to see in terms of what Newtown going to show, and Newtown on the other hand going to be a little more relaxed, not going to try too many things too soon, and look in terms and see in terms of how they're going to get behind the Village defense.
Well, Newtown too has a very young keeper. I think he's a teenager in the goal. Have you seen much of him?
Yes, when I was around, you were around Newtown as a coach, you're one of the guys that we're bringing through from we under 15, under 18. Come on, like I say, you give these youths a lot more chances. You're going to lose some, the guy going to come tough. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some, and you're going to go. If they're the only guy them who they are now the most of the veteran keepers them can't go because of knocks and life will change around, then you're going to have to stick to the youth them and encourage them.
You mentioned something very important, your youth academy. I want you to tell me a little bit more. How important you think is a youth academy within these club structures for longevity?
Yeah, it's good, because I mean it's like a building. You're building from your under 14, under 16, under 17, and now you're giving them a chance into the big team. What I would like, and I hope a lot of team is now in the other areas in the setup. Like when I was at Newtown, I had a setup there that wherever the big team playing, the other team then coming up in the formation, playing the same formation. So by the time they reached there, you wasn't finding much storm in terms of what's going on.
That's so correct, and I understand you probably featured one of the youngest players in the league so far in Caleb Bridgewater, who came on last night. What are your thoughts on his play?
Well, I mean, I could tell everybody now that that youngster going to be one of the players that people going to hear talking a lot more about now. A lot of people know him. He's a good passer. He can dribble. He can kick. He understands the game very well. I just wanted to tell him what me and Coach Man decided here. I think it's a time to give here a go and give more the other youngsters them. And it show a lot too with the youngster too in the under 17, under 16 here in St. Kitts how we playing and marshalling the 8th position. He can play 8, 6 and also 10.
Wow, very good prospects for the youngster Caleb Bridgewater. As KR now turned their attention to the FA Cup, we call it a knockout cup, lose you go home. I just want to touch on one point in terms of preparation for knockout. How important is the spot kick? We saw one tonight from Fremont, which is a very good one, and very often the games have to be determined by penalty kicks.
Yeah, that's true. That's the way a lot of guys get nervous in terms when it comes down to that. You know? Some team will play normal, and at every 70-something minute, 80-something minute, you can see where team now relying and let me take my chance at the penalty shootout. Because at the penalty shootout, anybody can win. We saw that with Arsenal and Liverpool. That he went down to penalty shootout and everybody expected, well, Liverpool is the champion team, Liverpool doing good so well. And we find out that Liverpool lose a penalty against Arsenal. But Arsenal also win the championship.
So how can you counter your nerves in terms of being one of the top kickers to kick penalties in a knockout final, a knockout game?
Well, I was once St. Kitts #1 penalty kick out and shoot penalty kick up. And whenever you come to me to kick up penalty, you just gotta relax. You can tense up yourself. You can, like some guy will feel confident, hold up the ball and go straight into the penalty kick position, where before the referee even ready for you to go kick. And so it brings a lot of nerves. It brings a lot of nerves, especially if the goalkeeper start to do things and try to throw you off and get to you and try to build your confidence kicking. But you just gotta relax and know you're kicking the penalty. You don't have to go out of the things and just start looking in terms of how you're gonna beat the keeper.
Well, they had it from the man himself who played both for St. Kitts national team in cricket, St. Kitts national team in football, and #1 penalty kicker. We trust that he can pass on some of his skills and confidence to the younger players around him. But for tonight's game, it was all St. Paul's, no Conaree. 4 goals to 0. And that's how the game ended. We are looking forward now to another big derby, Newtown versus Village. That's tomorrow at Warner Park. You can come to Warner Park. Those of you who are in the borders, who are within the borders of St. Kitts Nevis. Those of you who are outside the borders, you can tune in once again to SKN Newsline, where you'll get live commentary. Tonight I had with me the men Essington Watts and Alexis Richards. And we also had LaShawn Dixon in the background. Didn't hear his voice, but I'm sure he was giving us support. And we had tonight at the halftime show and giving us analysis at the post game, Leo Jazza Buchanan, former national player and now a member of the Crown coaching staff. But we want to bid you good night with the information that St. Paul's won tonight's grudge match 4 goals to 0. Over to Master Control. Thanks, man. Wow, you win? Huh? Huh? No, they teach the game every night. Yeah. So tomorrow you're doing 1 game again. Just put it on the table here. Thanks, Mr. Manager. Thanks for managing him. thanks for letting him come with me. He accustomed. He look comfortable.